lose control tonight. Got the shape, I love the squeeze. Looks that bring me to my knees. Oh, please, let it roll tonight.
Hi, everyone. Welcome once again to TW Teleproductions North Coast Game of the Week. And tonight's game coming to you live from Oh, wait a minute. Well, there is Strickfaden Park in Perkins Township. The Perkins Pirates in playoff action, hosting the Clippers from Lorain Clearview at Firelands Health Stadium. And here you go with your nice fall sky in the background and playoff week number 1 of the 2025 high school football season. And the look that welcomes people into Firelands Health Stadium, the big pirate at the west end gate. And there's a nice panoramic look of the field as we get set for action in week 11 as the Pirates come in with a 7-3 regular season record and Lorain Clearview 5-5. However, there's more to that 5-5 record that we'll be telling you about here in just a few moments. Perkins, they are playoff ready as you look at the black and white getting set for action in tonight's contest. But
you're going to be okay.
Jalen Santoro, the head coach of the Pirates, getting his team ready to go. And once they hit that field, you've seen them make their entrance before. They are game-faced and ready.
I'm old. No more. I don't do interviews anymore. Call my agent.
I just flex and then brood about what it used to be.
Go Bears, baby. No one.
Wait a minute. Wrong stadium, guys. They get a week off, though, so they're coming to watch the Pirates play tonight. And the Bears, of course, went to resort in Mansfield. And Carlos Alafita getting set to cheer the Pirates on as well. And he knew the camera was on him, too. There was no doubt about it.
That's creepy.
That is very creepy.
Go Perkins.
That's even creepier. But it's Halloween, so
Perkins
what the...
gonna win a lot to a little today. There's my other Avenger over here, Black Panther.
Oh, my. We're all decked out.
Sir, you already know.
All right, man.
And this guy's dressed as... That's him.
That's Mike.
That's Mike. And these girls very nicely dialed up in cheerleaders' outfits. But then again, you can see them every Friday night like that. Perkins at 7-3 on the year coming in, and of course playoff tested, but a lot of these kids last year are part of the run that took them to the state championship game, which they barely came up short. And the Pirate Marching Band all decked out for Halloween as well. Lorain Clearview, as we mentioned, 5-5 on the year. And this was really interesting to follow their story this year. In mid-July, this team had no head coach. Their longtime coach of 18 years, Mike Collier, had retired in late June because of health and family reasons. He's the second winningest coach in school history. So Cody Kea gets named as head coach July 25th. And he'd been the defensive coordinator for 5 years. July 25th, first day as head coach. And there's more to that story coming up here on the Game of the Week. Opening kick, Grant Hickman sending it deep to Lorain Clearview into the nighttime sky at Perkins, and as he does many times, will send it into the end zone, and that results in the opposition taking the ball on their 20-yard line. Cam Williams, the senior quarterback, did not quarterback this team until week 5. They were 0-4 at the beginning of the season, and Coach K and his staff got together and they were, okay, guys, we got to do something. Cam Williams becomes the quarterback. And you can see they go 3 plays and out on their first series. And Perkins taking the ball over on their own 36-yard line. Slinging it on first down off the arms of Connor Smith and incomplete. Levi Jackson bangs into the Clearview secondary for a Pirate first down. Another look at Levi. And, of course, he's untouched into the secondary, so that's where you credit the Perkins offensive line up front for doing a great job. Jackson improving on the Pirates' field position. And you put this run together with his previous run as he makes the defender pay. Mel Wilson will remember that contact for sure. Look at Levi Jackson taking this football for the Pirates, and here comes Jackson. Touche. Those two runs together totaling 32 yards. And now Schweinfurth slinging it deep and slinging it perfectly, as he's done so many times to Blake Parker in the end zone for 32 yards and the first score of the football game. And it comes just 2 minutes and 22 seconds with the time that he has. Watch Schweinfurth. That offensive line going to work again, and Matt just stands there, gets ready, and flings it away. And Sammy is right on the button once again for 6 points and 32 yards, and the Pirates on the board first with a 6-0 lead. Congratulations offered up right off the bat by. Always nice to be going from in front, especially in a playoff scenario. Grant Hickman booms through another one. It's a 7-0 Perkins lead early on our Civista Bank scoreboard. Hickman again plowing that thing through the end zone, and Lorraine Clearview starting from their own 20. Now they've run 5 plays from scrimmage, excluding the punt. And you can see Clearview hasn't made a whole lot of headway so far against this Perkins defense.
You try to cuff me too? Okay. Should maybe try and sit bombers. Yeah.
Blake Parker.
Let's go.
You're taking candy from a baby, right? Those two, Sam Schweinfurth and Blake Parker, have made it look so easy on so many occasions this year. A third down for the Clippers. And that's the first down for Clearview. On the reception for Fabian Molina. Pirate defense doing their thing with John McGlashan leading the way. Another third down coming up for Clearview. Good coverage by Connor Smith. Intended receiver was Scudo Grant. To tell whether he was really shooting for 19 or not, but the up front coverage put on by Bryce Davey got a hand on the football, which kind of broke it up, and that brought about another punting situation for Clearview. Just barely got it away out of that short punt formation, and Perkins with pretty good field position from their own 45. There's JoJo Moore out of the Wildcat scenario. And JoJo Moore getting some quality reps here late in the season. He's just a sophomore at 5'10", 160. But he runs much harder than what physical dimensions would indicate. First down carry for JoJo. Schweinfurth will hand it off to Moore. Or sweeping left side for another first down. Back-to-back carries of 18 yards. Hear the whistles blowing for a false start against the Pirates, so they bring it back to first down and 15. Levi Jackson for 8. And there goes Schweinfurth for Connor Smith. That's good for 20. And the Pirates on the march once again. Connor Smith, a junior, 5'8", 155, but he knows what to do with the football. Sidesteps two would-be tacklers, gets that ball switched to the outside, doing everything technically correct, and gets the Pirates deep into the red zone inside the 5-yard line. From the 2-yard line, Levi Jackson to finish things off. Pirates off to a quick start in this one, and when you're listed, and there's no such things as odds in high school football and all that, but everybody has a pretty good idea before the game. If you're the odds-on favorite, and Perkins was in this game, you want to get off to a quick start. Take the life out of your opponent as quickly as possible. And boy, the Pirates doing a bang-up job of that here in the first quarter, scoring on their first 2 possessions while holding the Clearview to just 1 first down. Grant Hickman once again lining one through, and it's a 14-0 Pirate lead. And everybody wearing black and white, feeling pretty good about things already in this one, including the former coach of the Pirates, Mr. Ziegler. Third possession of the ball game for Clearview. Xavier Ricks with a carry. And the third down for the Clippers. Like the Pirates, Landon Flores a little bit shaken up. Something with that left foot as you look at the playoff crowd at Perkins. Special thanks going out to the follow. Well, we have bodies jumping all over the place. That'd be a false start against Clearview to bring up a third down and 9. And whistles blowing again for a timeout on the field, with Perkins up 14-0 here in the first quarter. These guys on a mission, trying to increase on that lead. Williams under pressure, and down he goes in the arms of the Pirates' Evan Straub. You can call this a coverage sack as Williams takes a look, not finding anybody. Jackson starts to give pressure, and then Straub there for the finish. Big loss, making it 4th down and long, as the Clippers have to punt from their own goal line. And a repunt will change things drastically for the good for the Pirates. They'll get the ball from their own 49-yard line. Here comes Air Schweinfurth again. Parker, I'm telling you, folks, 11-13 this year. You'd think, 11-13 was the same as 6-7, I mean, it's just kind of the way things work. They are like clockwork. And Been a lot of talk about how they've been on the same page all year long. A lot of reps together, and this one's actually just a tad underthrown. You see Parker having to pause just slightly, but still with his defense beat far enough where it's an easy 51-yard touchdown grab and a 20-0 Pirate lead as we look again for Matthews Ford. Here's Grant Hickman. 3 for 3. Pirates up 21-0 here in the first quarter.
Quarterfinal.
Appreciate you, Mark.
Tonight's game travels to Napoleon.
Appreciate you, Joey.
Round next.
Get back to the golf course soon.
Sir, tomorrow is running in the division.
So it is Clearview's fourth possession of the first quarter.
Big round of applause. Good luck tomorrow, Joel. Even though you
Yeah,
can't
these guys know when the camera's on, that's for sure. One first down on the first 3 possessions, and the Perkins Pirates been perfect on their 3 possessions, and that's the way you turn the game lopsided early. But then, of course, the key is not letting up, holding the fort. But again, I can't say enough about these Clearview kids. 0-4. They didn't have a head coach until July 25th this year. Seemingly with the season buried, make a quarterback change, go on and win 4 of their last 5 games, winning the last game of the season by 1 point. And without that win, they probably don't even make the playoffs. So hats off to the Clearview kids, and a pretty storybook season for them. Game of the week continues next. Hey, Halloween gets done. It's time to start decorating. Second quarter starts with a Clearview punt. And a big second quarter begins for the Pirates. Here comes JoJo Moore.
Beautiful carry by number 18, JoJo Moore.
Moore again just doing a nice job of reading the hole, making that cut to get to the outside a little bit when the original hole was pretty well stopped up by the Clippers. Moore never going down before being driven out of bounds. Moore again. Look at those shifty moves. And again, you got to wrap this kid up and tackle him. And the official got to talking to JoJo. Hey, I'm the one who calls the first downs here. You leave that to me. But you got to love these moves. And JoJo pretty pumped at the end of this run. Absorbing that hit, going on, and winding up for the first down. And Mr. Official just, okay, let's tone that down just a little bit. Levi Jackson. Yes, the last 3 runs have all been good. Jackson over the middle. Levi Jackson getting down inside the 10-yard line.
6-yard line. Once again tackled by Tristan. And
Jackson did a large part of getting him set up there, so why not let him finish it off? And still, through a web of tacklers, yeah, Jackson, give me more. Keep feeding me. Since 1889. Levi Jackson. Junior running back of the Pirates, 5'9", 177 pounds, and he still doesn't go down, weaving his way through all those would-be tacklers. He's feeling it. That's bringing the heat for Gunlock Sheet Metal Works on Columbus Avenue in Sandusky, just south of 5 Points. Gunlock Sheet Metal Works. Grant Hickman been busy so far as the Pirates jump their lead to 28-0 on our Civista Bank scoreboard. This will be the first non-touchback kickoff of the game. Nice special team works downfield by Ronnie Cromer. And it's Clearview back on offense again. And it's the Pirates back on defense. JoJo Moore, Evan Straub. Williams overshooting his intended receiver that time, Fabian Molina. So it brings up a third down once again for Clearview. That Pirate defense has just been stalwart so far in this first half, allowing just one first down to the Clippers. Somebody different every time. That time, Sam Oprzetic leading the charge. Right there, number 7. At the bottom of the pile. And also, right there on that first hit, Levi Jackson. So again, Clearview in a point where they have to kick the football away. And the Pirates take back over on offense once again. Schweinfurth. Tell you what, it's not too often he has to absorb a hit and then throw the ball, but shows he can do that too. Connor Smith. 47 yards. And I think this is where they're going to tack on a face mask penalty as well. So they can give it up part of Schweinfurth's face mask. Still not enough to get him. And he still finds Connor Smith. Great poise by the senior quarterback of the Pirates. You know, there, yeah, that's a face mask right at the end of the play as well. So the Pirates all the way down to the 9-yard line with a first down. And really, it's one thing you don't want to do is put the Pirates in that kind of field position, as it's almost automatic. JoJo Moore for the score.
On the 9-yard touchdown run.
We'll take another look for Matthews Ford at the up front blocking the Pirates, and watch Moore almost untouched again into the end zone. And watch these guys operating up front. Starts right from the snap of the football by Eli Sanchez. He pulls. Moore right behind him. Look at that seal block right there by Sanchez. And then Moore just so good at weaving through traffic into the end zone from 9 yards away. And the Pirates increase their lead to 34-0. Bad snap is going to... Grant Hickman, like a true soccer player, man. I'll see if I can kick it over the backstop at the softball field. So it stays at 34-0. And the Pirates do a great job on special teams as well. Grant Parker, Law Dablin. Clearview football once again. Defensive stop for the Pirates. JoJo Moore right there, along with the help from Rajon Randleman. Cameron Williams out of the gun with the toss and the incompletion intended on the far side of the field for Braden Turner, who used to be the quarterback at the beginning of the season. Williams, some sidestepping. Pretty nice job before Oprzetic gets a handle on him. And there's JoJo Moore around the ankles as well. And there's the sack by McGlashan. Did I hear somebody on the sideline say he finally got one? John McGlashan's not sacking people. He's just creating havoc like all the time. This is paving the way for Hermes Parker Concrete Limited of Sandusky. McGlashan operating from the defensive line, and he demands a lot of attention. At times shooting through and getting a sack of Williams. You see Perkins just swarming to the football. There are numerous people on the stops time after time. You got Deshaun Harper jumping up from the pile. Landon Flores, good to see he's okay. And Williams upstairs. And looky here. DJ Johnson from 23 yards away. You talk about being in the right place at the right time. Johnson was right there. That's a return of 23 yards for a score. Johnson just a sophomore at 6'2", 175. Watch through the traffic here to the far side. It's that little screen pass. And Johnson was right where he needed to be. And Danny Buga down there leading the blocking of all people. Your second string kicker. Dropped the ball after he crossed the goal line. Oh, Johnson with the score from 23 yards away, and a big thrill for that young sophomore. Hickman on for the placement. And the Pirates now lead it 41-0. Celebrating the sophomore. That smile, man, that tells it all.
You're behind your mama house. Your mama house.
Coverage downfield by the Pirates once again will keep Clearview backed up. And they just really haven't let Clearview out of a hole all night long. JoJo Moore bumping Christian Stevenson out of bounds. Good Danny Buga in there once again. Danny's a goalie for the soccer team. He's out there as a second. Williams, long downfield, picked off by Connor Smith. And watch number 0 head the right way. That is quite a return by Smith. Junior wide receiver, defensive back as well, knows what to do with the football once he picks it off.
Give me 100 Connor Smith. Let me tell you
That one covered 75 yards.
I want some love, Connor, boy.
You're allowed to take a deep breath after sprinting 75 yards. And watch all these moves by Connor after he catches the football. I mean, William just airs that thing out deep. And Smith right there to pick it off. And now he's got a convoy in front of him, and he reads those blockers well. There's cut number 1. Cut number 2. To the open space, number 3. Now we're going to go this way. There's number 4. And that one, he knew he was gone. Outstanding run back by Connor Smith off the pick. 75 yards, and now down to the 1 minute and 59 second mark. Time remaining in the first half. The Pirates up to a 47-0 lead before Hickman tacks one on. And there's the Spy Patrol down in the corner. The N, oh, those not Norwalk people, folks. That's Napoleon. And that'll be the Pirates' next opponent coming up in week 2 of the playoffs at Napoleon. And they are being terrorized by this Perkins onslaught here in the first half at Firelands Health Stadium. Samo Przetic with the final stop. Rajon Randleman at the bottom of the pile. You know, when you've got this big of a lead, I mean, you know the game is just about won because the second half's going to be a running clock, and we know how those halves work. They just fly by. You just kind of play with your ears pinned back. You don't have a whole lot to lose at this point. Nice catch and run by Molina as Williams makes connections again inside the Pirate 30-yard line. Great defensive pursuit that time by the Pirates, and DJ Johnson, who's having himself a night on what we used to call the Campbell Street Gridiron. Now, of course, Firelands Health Stadium. Williams, of course, hoping for the incomplete pass. Johnson, yeah, they do wave it off as incomplete, but Johnson, with all the pressure in the world, forcing that play. On third down, more pressure. And finally, that bone-crunching hit as the tackle jars the helmet loose. Colton Orzak. 6'1", 190-pound freshman. Yeah, you're going to be seeing a lot of number 88 in the years to come, and tell me he didn't enjoy this. Well, boom. Oh. Helmet goes bye-bye. Orzak look up at the stands. Grandpa, you proud? Look what I did. That's bringing the heat for Gunlock Sheet Metal Works Incorporated on Columbus Avenue in Sandusky. Heating, air conditioning, plumbing, and refrigeration since 1889. Well, the Pirates did a yeoman's job in that first half. A 48-0 lead by halftime. You basically won the game by halftime. As we take another look at Colton Orzak one more time. I'm sorry, you got to feel bad for the other quarterback. There's no way about it. But great job by Orzak, great job by the Pirates. They've got it won.
One score from our region.
Pirates back on the field after just a tremendously throttling first half of action, building a 48-0 lead at halftime. And as been the history this year, well, hi right back at you, Bob Hutchinson, who's been one of the stalwarts on that offensive line all night long. Kickoff return for Paul Keys. You'll see lots of different faces on the field here as Law Davlin takes over at quarterback, and you've got Randleman in the backfield at running back. Coach Santoro has done such a yeoman's job of getting his backup troops some reps under the lights on Friday nights. And, of course, the second half of the season, the Pirates have given him plenty of opportunity to do just that. The Pirates, having started out the season at 1-3 and then just rattling off wins throughout the rest of the season. I mean, it's been almost unbelievable. And of course, we know this year that the SBC Lake Division is not what it has been in years gone by, so the competition level is not what it has been, and that's in all due respect. I mean, that's just the way it is. I don't think anybody's going to argue with that. So the Pirates have really done what they've needed to do and breezed through this second half of the year and handled all comers. And as we all know, in the playoffs, things do get a little bit tougher from week to week. This is Law Davlin. This is a great job of busting off of that hit and still getting forward for a few yards. Davlin coming over and taking some reps at quarterback, a sophomore at 6'1", 180, who also plays linebacker on the other side of the ball. Catch made by Preston Bliley, junior wide receiver.
Davlin's straight pass.
Davlin on the quick toss, incomplete to the far side, intended for Mason Adams. And now Davlin will take it himself. As we've seen, he can absorb the hitting and keep on rolling. Intended receiver downfield was Grant Parker. The Clearview defense doing a nice job of knocking that ball away. And look at Grant Hickman blasting that football through. Well, you're in a situation like that, you don't know when a field goal is going to be needed at a further time in the playoffs, so you might as well get your practice in now under game conditions as the Pirates increase their lead to 51-0.
We're going to let you keep hitting, so. Shit, man. Very proud of you. Congratulations. Yep.
So that's our career?
Career.
And tied the season, right?
Tied the season, that's career. Yep, tied the season, career.
Thanks, Coach Trent. And I tell you, you look at the look on Hickman's face like, okay. More work to do. You know, it's really amazing when you think of that outstanding senior class from last year and all that was lost. However, all these kids kind of grew up in that system. And I remember all the talk about the Pirates and their culture. And that's a lot to live up to, especially when a lot of kids were stepping into frontier roles this year. But boy, that culture has really shown itself as the year has gone along for these young men, and I don't really believe there's a whole lot of opponents left in their schedule that these guys aren't going to go in believing that they're not going to beat them. It's just all there is to it. That's their state of mind. That's their belief. Look at Clearview moving the football. And the run right there by Christian Stevenson. Third quarter winding down, and as we well know, when you get into a half where the clock is running like it is in this one, it goes in a hurry. There's a good look at Danny Buga coming off the field. 3 quarters in the books. The Pirates, with that long field goal from Grant Hickman, increased their lead to 51-0 after 3 quarters of play. As we reflect on earlier action, Schweinfurth to Parker. Oh, how many times have we heard that one this year? These guys proud of the work that's been put in so far tonight. Either that or just hanging out with Eli, knowing he's going to get his picture taken. Fourth quarter action starting with Clearview in possession of the football. Stevenson once again hammering into the line. Not sure that his knees may not have been down on that first thrust, but he kept on churning, and the referees let him do it, and the Pirates wouldn't give in. And a second down and long. Williams down the middle, falling short of his intended receiver. And the first 6 of the ball game put on the board by Fabian Molina, a sophomore wide receiver at 5'6", 125. And look at Williams hit him right at the numbers. A nice inside move by Molina. And he takes it to the house, and Clearview on the board. And I remember reading the recap of this in the Elyria Chronicle, and how proud these kids were to say, hey, at least we got 7 on the board. And they were happy with that. And again, you go back to the whole story of this football team. They were 0-4 before finally beating Wellington 30-0, and then losing to Firelands 9-7. And you want to talk about culture. How about the culture that these Clearview kids built up this year after seemingly being done for the season, and then winning their last 4 games. The last game of the year, 20-19. And they also handed Columbia their only loss of the year in Week 9, 27-21. They did what they had to do to give themselves another chance at extending their season. And I just think that's the greatest thing in the world. So congratulations again to Cody Kea, the head coach of the Clippers. Of course, Cody comes from good stock. His sister, Sarah, assistant coach for several years at Sandusky Softball, speaks very highly of her brother and the job that he's done and how much she admires him. And it's nice to see that family culture as well. It's good blood from the Kea family. It's Cameron Williams on the quarterback keeper for Clearview. And there goes another interception, this one in the arms of Jaden Ellinger for Perkins. Jaden, a junior at 5'11", 175. Third interception of the night for the Pirates. Ellinger in the right place at the right time once again to cut in front of the defender. And then use that right sideline to get that ball down deep in Clearview territory before being bumped out of bounds by the quarterback. Law Davlin back out at quarterback once again. Caden Adcock to the Clearview 35-yard line before the Pirates call timeout. There you're looking in the face of a young man who, I'll tell you what, came right up as a junior last year, had a breakout season, and it's carried over this year. Special thanks to the following local businesses. As we wind this one down, there's your Civista Bank scoreboard. 51-7 Pirates. Outstanding performance in this game by all sorts of folks. Blake Parker, 2 receptions, 83 yards, 2 scores. Connor Smith, 2 receptions, 66 yards. Yeah, 2 scores. You look at this, and Schweinfurth only threw the ball 5 times in the first half. 4 completions.
What a run by Law
touchdowns on the ends of all of it. He threw for 149 yards. It's just been the story of the year. Schweinfurth completing his passes at a tremendous ratio of percentage of completion.
Thank you for your attendance at
So it means the Pirates move on into week number 12 and a trip to Napoleon. It's a decent drive. But as we know, every week gets a little bit tougher, and these guys are going to be well prepared for that under Jalen Santoro and this Perkins coaching staff. But for right now, enjoy the fruits of your Friday night labors in your final game of the season at Firelands Health Stadium.
Ready, attack!
Pancake Player of the Game is up next, brought to you by Sandusky Bay Pancake House, serving the best pancakes anywhere on the planet since 1966. Sam Schweinfurth, you don't ever want to take this kid for granted, but my gosh, week after week, he just does this. 4 out of 5 in this night for 149 yards, couple of touchdowns in the first half of play, and he just paves the way for the second half of the season, which has been nothing but gold. Right there, fighting off of a face mask penalty to complete this pass downfield to Connor Smith, who runs for a bunch. And, of course, you see at the end of this one, another face mask penalty, so 2 of them on 1. So congratulations going out to Sam Schweinfurth.
We're just a great team. You know, over the season, we've had ups and downs, but now we're actually coming together, and we're going to look like a dangerous team in these playoffs.
So I'll tell you what, where are you going to go for pancakes?
I'm going to go to the Sandusky Bay Pancake House.
For pancakes and a whole lot more, Sam Schweinfurth, congratulations on a great night and leading the Pirates to their 8th win of the season. And now the next challenge in line, well, you saw the Spy Patrol earlier, the Napoleon Wildcats.
I love you, Mark. Mr. Fall. Tell Mark you love
Back at you, Joey. I want you guys to remember, too, Joey Ziegler's grandpa used to be a part of my radio crew years ago. Dick Wennis, what a valuable part he was, as it's always fun to remember those guys that made us so successful all those years. Congratulations again to the Pirates as the victory tune rings out at Firelands Health Stadium. We will see you next week. We'll have the Margaretta Polar Bears in action for the first time at home in, like, forever for the playoffs. It's the Polar Bears against the Cary Blue Devils. That's when we get together again on our next telecast of TW Teleproductions North Coast Game of the Week. And at the same time, we say best of luck to the Pirates in that battle up at Napoleon. Let's make it a winner in Week 12 and make Week number 13 something to enjoy. Good luck to the Pirates. Good luck to the Polar Bears. Let's bring back the winners all over the North Coast as we look at this Pirate defense going to work once again, paving the way for what was victory number 8 in week number 11. See you next time on the Game of the Week.